Hello, everybody. Another random comics review. This is going to be one that I did back in 2010 for a blog that I was writing that I don't write anymore. Okay, so this is going to be Nexus number 21 from 1986. So here goes. Nexus was a superhero science fiction comic written by Mike Baron and drawn by Steve Rude. The basic premise is that Horatio Hellpop has been granted superpowers by a being called the Merc. Nexus' mission is to execute mass murderers, but who's truly evil isn't always easy to determine. This issue's main story concerns an attack on Nexus' homeworld of Yum by the Sovs. Nexus previously killed their general and they have sworn vengeance. The Merc has cut off Nexus' power because Nexus is behind on his execution schedule. Nexus has to figure out how to fight the attackers without his powers, while diplomats from the Yum decide maybe negotiations won't work in this situation. The backup story is Tales from the Clone Zone by Baron, and the art is by Mark Nelson. Clone Zone is a lizard-like comedian performer who has wacky misadventures and stuff. I only skimmed the story, so I don't have much to say about it. The main story is very interesting, and compared to today's comics, much is packed into 20 pages. From the attack to the diplomats' trials to Nexus confronting the Merc, a lot happens, but none of it feels rushed. Interesting ideas abound. There's characters who are basically just floating heads, four-armed aliens, and actual discussions of the price of power and violence and retribution. Baron is able to strike just the right tone between drama and humor with his script. Steve Root Arts complements Baron's story perfectly. It's lighthearted and whimsical while maintaining a decent level of mystery and drama at the same time. Steve Root's storytelling is very kinetic and keeps the reader involved. He's more than capable at drawing dynamic figures. Sometimes his compositions are a little busy, but not so much that they're distracting. I think I remember reading some years back, Baron and Root shopped Nexus around as a possible TV cartoon. After talking to some industry people, they realized that they'd have to water down the concept so much that it wouldn't have been worth the effort. I'm glad they didn't pursue it and were left with this version of the character. Okay, this is being the present. I want to say they actually worked up a sample of like what an opening title for a Nexus cartoon would look like. It might be still here on YouTube. It might not be, but it really looked like something you would have seen out of like the late '60s, early '70s, like a Johnny Quest, Herculoids type of thing or whatever. But anyway, that's it. I got to thank you very much for listening, and you have a good day.